Okay, I've lost my beauty blender. I found everyone. I found it.
Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet.
Is it roasting in my room? Yes. Have I still got my dressing gown on and I'm not going to take it off? Also yes. Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. So, today I'm going to be filming a get ready with me. I haven't done one of these in a wee while. I done one of these a couple of months ago I think, but sure, we'll say nothing. So, I'm basically just going to film me getting ready and stuff. I've already curled my hair. Now, I know some of you actually want a curling routine for my hair. Now, I was thinking about doing it, but it's literally going to be about 5 minutes long because it's so simple, like how I curl my hair. But if you do want it, I will do it in like my nice get ready with me or something. So let me know in the comments down below if you do want to know how I curl my hair, what I use, how I do it, whatnot. So yes, but for now I'm just going to film me getting ready. I'm actually going out for dinner with my boyfriend Josh tonight, which I'm so excited for because everything's opened up again after the 2-week like circuit break thing. So I'm so flipping excited to go out for dinner again and actually get to sit in somewhere. So let's get started. So the first thing I do when I'm getting ready, well obviously I've already done my hair, but makeup wise, I go in with my Vitamin E Skincare Hydrating Mist. This is by like Superdrug's like own brand. I have actually seen that Primark are doing like dupes for the MAC Fix Plus, like they're shaped in the exact same bottles and everything. They come in like different flavours, so I might try them because I think they're only like £3 or £4, which is unreal. I think this is the same. This is only like £3 or £4 as well. I do want to try them because they do look exactly like Fix Plus, so I might test it in like a video or something and like let you know how it goes. But yeah, for now I'm just going to use this. So this isn't actually a makeup spray, but I use it as one simply for the fact of like it's cheap and it does the exact same job. I have like a hair with my lip. But it literally does the exact same thing as like a setting spray or like a makeup spray would. So like why not use it, do you know what I mean? Now I go in with moisturiser. I'm using the same moisturiser I use every single day that I do my makeup. Like this is like my holy grail. If you've been like watching me for years, you would know I've always used this. I've got like loads of people into this as well. I actually got Josh into using this as well. Obviously not for makeup, but just in general. I don't wear it as like a moisturiser on like a daily basis because it's too thick for me. But I do use it before my makeup because it gives you like a nice like sticky like tacky base. So this is the Nivea Soft Face Body and Hands Moisturising Cream. It is 500 mils. It is flipping massive, like it's basically the size of my head. It is huge. It's literally pure massive. But yeah, so as I was saying, I wouldn't really use this like unless I was doing my makeup because it is like a bit too thick for me. I also have a big massive spot on my forehead, so excuse that. I never like get spots, but on the one occasion I do, it's always like a really bad one. Well, maybe it's probably like not, but I just think it's a really bad one because I never get spots. Thankfully I am lucky enough to be one of the people who has like really clear skin. I didn't when I was younger, let me tell you. My skin was really bad when I was younger, like teenage years, I mean like 13, 14 and stuff. My skin was really bad. I don't know if it was to do with like puberty or something, but like honestly my skin was actually atrocious when I was younger. I had so many spots on my head and my chin. They were all like under the skin spots, and even though they were under the skin and they weren't like spots yet, I still picked at them and I still scratched them to like, you know, get rid of them, and it just created like big scabs all over my head, so I looked crazy. So fun times. So the next thing I would normally do is go in with like my VDL Lumilayer like primer, but sadly it's run out. I've got no more left. I don't know why I've still got it sitting there, but I refuse to give up on it. But honestly it is done. There's not a thing left in it. And yes, I did just go off to pick at that spot because I can't help myself. Yeah, and I probably shouldn't be popping a spot before I put makeup on, but I just literally could not leave it there because I've been in work like and I know it's there like all day. I've been like feeling it and I've been like it's there and it's just, it needs to not be there. So I had to pop it. I just had to. I'm sorry, I had to. So next I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Taupe. If you know me, you've known I have used this for literal years. I am obsessed with it. I haven't been able to find anything else that is good on my brows, like as good on my brows. I have actually heard some people are using the Revolution like dip brow and they said it's really good, but I don't know. I don't think I could stray away from Anastasia's dip brow. I just trust it too much. So I just brush out my eyebrows first and then I fill them in. Now when I'm filling in my eyebrows, I always go from like the middle bit and just fill it in a wee bit. and like go like underneath my brow, fill it in a wee bit, and then go above. I don't like my eyebrows being too dark. I had a thing when I first like started filling in my eyebrows, especially with dip brow, because obviously it's so easy to like put too much on with dip brow. I used to have like black eyebrows. I used to go straight from the pot and straight on my eyebrows, but now I like put it into the lid and do it, just so that I'm not picking up like as much product. If you're like filling your eyebrows and you think like, oh, these are far too dark for me, I need to change the colour of the pomade I'm using, that might not be the reason. It might just be because you're using too much, because I find that as soon as you dip your brush into like Anastasia's dip brow, there's like so much in your brush, and as soon as you touch your eyebrows with it, it's just like blocked. So now I'm going to conceal my brows. I used the Revolution Conceal and Define concealer in C2 and C5. C2 I actually used to conceal my face and under my eyebrow, and C5 I used to conceal like above my eyebrow, so that when I do put my foundation on, it's not just got like pure like light above here, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I probably talk and people probably don't understand half the things that I'm actually trying to explain. I'm sitting here thinking that it's like, yeah, like so simple to me, but like yous are probably like confused because I'm not very good at explaining things, safe to say. So basically I'm going in with the C5 first. I'm going to do like above my eyebrow. It actually makes such a difference concealing the top of your eyebrow, like you do not even understand. Like it's just unbelievable. Like I've always done this. I stopped doing it for a while, and then I like was like, no, I prefer how my eyebrows look when I do this, so I went back to doing it again. But I think it's partly because I did use a lighter concealer last time. I used to always do this, and now I use like a darker one that's like the same colour as my foundation kind of, so that it's not like, it doesn't look really light above my eyebrow. It just looks like the perfect colour, if you know what I mean. Like perfectly matches my foundation. So I'm now going to go in with this wee fluffy like eyeshadow brush from BH Cosmetics and just blend that out, kind of like buff it out, and there we go. Look at that, top of my brows are concealed. I look insane because all I've got is eyebrows on right now, but trust me, the look comes together. So now I'm going in with the lighter shade. It is C2 in the Revolution concealer. This is new, so there's so much in it, unbelievable, so good. So I basically just take that and go underneath my brows. Once again, this is the same concealer that I use to like conceal the rest of my face as well, so just know that. I don't know why, but I said this in like the last Get Ready With Me I filmed, but for some reason when I like pure rush my makeup will turn out unreal. But you see, when I'm taking time at it, it just doesn't turn out as nice, and it really annoys me, I'm not gonna lie, because like you can't purposely like rush unless you have a reason to rush. Do you know what I mean? So now I just go back in with that little fluffy brush and just kind of blend it out. Make sure there's no like harsh lines or anything. So now for eyeshadow, obviously I don't normally wear eyeshadow, but I've recently started just putting like a wee tiny bit of brown like all over my lid. But I go in with the Urban Bible palette by Sosu X, can't say this name, but there it is if you can see it. Can't say her name, don't know why. She's actually from Dublin, I think. She's from down south anyway, I know that. First of all, I go in with the colour Sorbet, which is this colour up here. It's like a nice like caramel brown colour. I always explain things like caramel brown, I don't know why. My eyeshadow is extremely simple. I don't do a lot because I'm not great at eyeshadow, I'm not one to lie. So like when I do it, there's like barely anything to it. So just know that. So if you're like me and you're not great at eyeshadow, this is a good look for you. I actually did ask for some new eyeshadow brushes for Christmas because I have like the same like 5 that I always use, and I just wanted like some more because they're all like basically the same but different sizes, and I wanted like different brushes. I really want to try that eyeshadow eyeliner thing, but I don't think I'll be great at it. So if you ever see me and I've got it done, don't have high expectations because it'll look atrocious. Just know that. So now that I have finished with the oh my word, it's not Sorbet, it's Savior. I use this palette all the time. How do I not know the shades already? Sorry, so it's not Sorbet, it's Savior. S-A-B-I-O-R. Savior. Savior? Savior. Don't know. So now that I'm finished with that Savior colour, I'm going to go in with Prophecy and a wee bit of Oath just to darken out like the outside of my crease and like blend it in to like my crease. I am so bad at explaining things, but you'll realise what I'm doing as it goes on. It may look crazy, but just bear with me. I think I'm actually going to go grab the dupe of the Morphe 350 palette that I have to do like that darker colour, because that's like too purple for me. Not 100% a fan. So this is called the September Rose palette. It's literally the dupe for the Morphe 350 palette, but it's got no shimmers. It's like completely matte, which I pure love. So I'm going to go in with like this dark brownish colour instead, because that other colour is just not the one. It's a bit too purpley, like ready for me. Normally people are like, oh yeah, the eyeshadow looks amazing, but I'm like, no, my eyeshadow looks not too bad. I'm just going to say something. Do not take my makeup advice, because honestly it's atrocious. Like, I cannot explain things. I cannot do makeup in general. So just know that. So for foundation today, I'm going in with the Maybelline New York Superstay 24 Hour Foundation in 10 Ivory. And the Rimmel London Last and Finish in 400 Natural Beige. I mix these together. I do put more of the light one than the dark one because my tan isn't that dark. I actually get that Superstay foundation on eBay. So it is like the older version of it. Like obviously because they've got like new bottles of it and like a new like formula and all now. So I use the old formula because I prefer how it looks on my skin. And actually I prefer the shade of that one because I can't find that shade in the new one. So just know that. Like, because they don't have shade 10 Ivory anymore. Now they might have a new one that they just changed the name of it, but I can't find it. Like, I just can't. So they might have like discontinued that colour or something. So I now have to hunt for it on eBay like every time I want it. So now I'm going back in with that Revolution C2 concealer. I'm just going to put it in like the key points of where I always highlight. So my nose, my chin, under my eyes. Now this is good because it really lightens up my foundation because it is quite dark. So it does like highlight my skin nicely. I don't think I could ever be the type of person who does their foundation and their concealer and everything with a brush. I've watched like other people's like get ready with me and they just use like a brush for like everything. Like their concealer, their foundation, like everything else. And I don't think I could do that. Like I like using a beauty blender too much. I don't know. Obviously we all have our own like preference, but for me, I just think I would always be using a beauty blender. So now for powder, I'm now going in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent. I think everyone and their mums, grannies, aunts, uncles, second cousins, brothers, everyone uses this powder that I know of. I do have a couple in mind that I do want to try, but I just haven't got to it. Like, I like this powder too much. Like, I know it works for me, and I know it makes my foundation last long. So why change something when it works really well? I basically just put powder everywhere that I concealed, and then I also do it on my forehead because if you know me, I have an extremely creased, wrinkled forehead. And if I literally done that when I was blending, it would just be lines like for days. Like you would only see lines on my forehead. And that is just not the one for me, do you know what I mean? No thank you. Also, because I've done my foundation stuff, I do have a line up here now. I do fix that with like eyeshadow before I do like under my eye with eyeshadow as well. So just know that. So now going on my bronzer, I'm using my favourite bronzer ever. This is the Maybelline New York City bronzer. Now yes, I know you're probably, Nicola, there's so many better bronzers and that, like that's just like a cheapy drugstore one. I love this because it is so nice and warm toned, and I love a warm bronzer. Like HIYA is like really, really cool compared to this, which is what I didn't like. So that's why my mum actually used this, and then I went and bought it because it was that good. But like, as you can see, I've hit pan. And not only that, it lasts so flipping long, it's unbelievable. I just love it. Like, it honestly is the nicest bronzer I've used. And like, a little goes a long way with it, which is what I like as well. I think that's why it also lasts so long. Like, I full on layer this stuff on, but yeah, it lasts ages. So now that I've done my bronzer, I go in with that bronzer again, but do it on my nose. And this isn't to like make my nose look thinner and stuff, it's just to give my face like a bit of like dimension, because like it's so like white here and like brown here that it's nice just to have like a wee bit of bronzer in your nose. So I just take like this like fluffy brush, it's like angled and it's like a wee fluffy brush. It's for eyeshadow obviously, and I just go like up the sides of my nose and like under my eyebrow, and then I just go in with the Morphe E23 brush and I just blend like crazy so that I've got no like lines. It's not to like, obviously loads of people do it like really like perfect so that they have like a perfect like line nose. Like I don't like that. I'm only doing this to like make my nose a feature on my face instead of just like white brown, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now I go in with blusher. This is just the collection blush in Bashful. I don't really have like a preference of blushers. Like this is the only one I've really used. Like I've hit pan in it as well. Like it's just like, this is literally the cheapest thing ever, but I like it just because it gives a wee bit of colour into your face, and it's not like really pigmented either. I do want to try the Milani blush because it does look unflippin' real. It looks so nice, but blusher seems to be like the first thing that disappears on your face, so I like to just have a wee bit to give your wee face a wee bit of colour. Now for highlighter, I use 3. So the first one I used is the Press Illuminating Powder by Kylie Jenner. This is just salted caramel. I only use this literally to illuminate my face. Like I put this on like my chin, my forehead, my nose, and then just where I'm going to put my normal highlighter as well, so that there's just a wee bit of shine, because like everywhere else would be really matte, and it makes my extremely matte skin look shiny, because you know, sadly I was not blessed with that dewy golden skin look. I was blessed with like sandpaper skin. Next I go in with the Mary Luminizer. This is like a really pale highlighter. It's not really that golden, so to speak, but I just like it to like help my illuminator along a wee bit, so I only really put that on like my cheekbones, my nose, and that's really it. And then I go in with the main boyo. So this is my Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive, and it's literally hit pan to some extent. So I just basically highlight like, oh, it just makes your skin look so nice and glowy, and that's why I love it. It's so nice. Then I go in with that same highlighter, and I just take a wee tiny like small eyeshadow brush, and I do like the inner corners of my eyes just to like give them a wee bit of shine. So now I'm going in with brow mascara. I use the NYX Professional Makeup Tinted Brow Mascara in the shade Brunette. I have actually tried the Benefit one of these, like the Benefit Brow Mascara, but I don't know. I would just always go back to this one because it's so good. And it's underneath my eyebrow. Oh no. So now I'm actually going to go in with eyeshadow underneath my eyes. I'm just going to take this wee brush by BH Cosmetics. It's just like a wee small eyeshadow brush. So I just go in with that Savior colour, and I go in with that little dark brown colour, and I basically just go under my eye. Like so. There's not much to it, but it does make a brave difference, especially when you're wearing eyelashes. So now for eyelashes, I go in with the Sosu eyelashes in Dubai. These you can literally buy in Primark for £5, so I am not complaining. No. So obviously these are new, so I need to like cut them to like the size of my eye and everything, because they haven't been fitted to my eye just yet, and as much as I wish they were perfectly fitted, they're not. So oh, they are so nice. I actually pure love these eyelashes. I have had the Sosu ones before, but I haven't had like these specific ones. I think I had Mulan the last time. Okay, so I'm going to go off for 2 minutes, cut them down, glue them, and then I will stick them on. I'm not going to film me sticking them on because honestly it's the most stressful thing in the entire world. But yes, I'll be back when my eyelashes are on. Oh my goodness. See, when I said that putting on eyelashes was stressful, I was not joking. That took me far too flipping long. Far too long. Oh my word. Okay, so now that the struggle of putting my eyelashes on is finished, I'm now going to go in with lipstick. Yes, I know Nicola wearing lipstick, that is never a thing, but it is now. So this is the Natural Collection lip liner in the shade Espresso, and this is just the Primark lipstick in Lustre, I don't know. But these are Week Cheap, and they're such a nice colour together. So I got this in Boots, and I got this obviously in Primark for like 90p for a lipstick. On flipping real. So I'm now going to take off any foundation and stuff that's on my lips, and now I'm going to go in with the lip liner just on like the outer bit of my lips, just to like line the outside of them. Okay, so now that my lips are lined and I look insane, I'm going to go in with the lipstick. This is like a really nice nude shade as well. Okay, so guys, that is everything for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm all ready to go. I did just brush out the curls because I don't like them being super tight. I like them to be like a bit looser because it just makes them look more like volumed or something. I don't know. But yeah, so this is the makeup all done. Hair, outfit is on. I'm just wearing this outfit here. I actually look like someone from like the Peaky Blinders, but sure. My top is from Topshop. This little waistcoat is from Primark, and so is the trousers. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to follow all my social medias at the start of the video and also linked down below. If there are any other videos you want to see me do, please let me know down in the comments below and I will get them filmed for you. But other than that, yeah, that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all. Have a great day night whenever you're watching this. I love you. Mwah! Peace out.